Faction Talk. Jason Ellis and Ann Heche.
Hey, I'm Jason Ellis.
And I'm Ann Heche.
We got a show.
Love it, Heche.
And it's going to be great. We don't know what we're doing. We could be completely wrong.
No fucking idea what we're doing.
We'd be happy if it helped.
We would be so thrilled if it helped anybody at any time.
If it didn't help,
then fuck it. I hope you have a good time listening. You know, it's supposed to have a good purpose.
yeah,
We talk about anything.
anything.
Anything that anybody doesn't want to talk about, we'll talk about.
This is Love and Hate on Faction Talk.
Hey man, how's it going? That was loud.
That was really loud. I thought it was me, but no, it was loud, huh? Happy Monday.
Yeah.
We're loud today.
Yes.
Loud and live.
Yes, hi
Welcome
Katie.
to the show. Woo!
Hi Katie and Jason, my two favorite people.
Thank you, Kate. That makes me feel better. It was way too female of a introduction. I needed a moronic.
There you go. Oh,
Hey.
the dumb shit in there too.
Suck a titty, Ellis. Something.
Let's go
I'm
there.
not gonna call you Ellis. You know.
Well, you're not going to tell me to suck a titty either.
I might.
Why do I sound...
I sound really loud too. I feel like, yes. I mean, I know there's volume control on here, but it's different than that. It's like as soon as it comes in.
Anyway,
Or do we sound like we're screaming to the audience?
I hope so.
A 5?
somebody called. It must have been an accident.
I need screaming in the morning sometimes.
You can't
Do you?
call. No one asked you to call yet. You don't even know why you'd be calling.
Well, I did.
I mean, it
post
wasn't
and
who?
said, "Call, ask us
Oh.
anything."
Oh, you
'Cause
did?
You can ask us anything.
Anything at all. What do you want to talk about today, Katie?
55 Ellis 41. Well, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. How was your weekend? Let's start with that.
Yeah. Let's
I mean, it was terrible. It was
Okay.
painful, and it's all my fault.
Good, good. I like painful stories.
But it was like there was
completely.
good things that happened as well, but there was good things that caused bad things, and to me, it was just all. At the end of the day, it was all bad. It was all terrible, and I want to erase it all, and I will pay the price, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, and it's all my fault, and I don't feel sorry for anybody or myself. I just am looking forward to getting out of the little storm that is in my brain, and that is, and I am aware of what happens when Jason is in a storm, and that's it. So I'm here, and that's great.
Is the
All
storm
right.
hangover hell?
It's not a hangover.
It's not. Okay, so it's something else. It's something else because I was supposed to see you guys yesterday, which we don't usually do. We don't see each other a lot during the week. I know you don't. You never call me to hang out. What is that about?
I ate some Thai food, and I did throw that up viciously on Saturday or Friday.
one of those.
Real bad.
It was. You came
And
in
then-
the room and vomited.
Like,
So
and it was like, you know, when I felt like something was bad inside my stomach, and then to get it out, I put my finger down, and then that tapped into, well, you don't even need your finger, you're sick. And then
no.
it just all came out. Everything that I'd had all day came out. And then the next day I had a barbecue, and it was a UFC barbecue, and everybody came over, and I think I just completely ignored the fact that yesterday was so rugged. I really woke up like, I just did stuff with the for the kids and I didn't eat, and I didn't really register why I didn't eat. I was like, man, I just don't feel good. And by the time I ate, I think it was like barbecue. People were there, and
it
we
was
were.
dark out.
I think I just had like meat, and then that night I remember like everyone before I was so tired and I felt so sick that before I was trying to be polite and stay in the house before everyone leaves. The last 4 people, I just walked upstairs and went to bed. I couldn't even. I was like, I don't even care. You can hate me. I can't talk anymore. I feel sick, and now I'm just. In a minute, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Cut to Sunday and text you like, you guys, you ready for me to come over? I'm coming over. And you're like, wait, what? And in a second, I didn't hear back because I was like, I think I'm going to. So my youngest boy isn't going to come. I talked about seeing you guys yesterday because to follow up on one of the challenges of last week, which was that Jason asked if I would teach him how to act, which we've been talking about for a long time. But we decided last week that we would start with learning a duet. So I, of course, spent my week wanting to come up with the best duet ever to make Jason sing. And we were going to talk about it last night. And honestly, when I wrote you guys, I was like, I'm on the way over. The only one kid's coming. Jason's like, no kids on the show. And I was like, uh-oh. He thinks I'm talking about Monday and it's Sunday.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he was very out of it. And I knew, too, Saturday night, like, he's like, bye, going up the stairs. And I'm like, uh-oh. That's... Usually I'm the one tapping out first.
Yeah.
And I just knew that Sunday was going to be a trash day.
Well, there you go.
Sometimes you need just a, like, couch recovery.
Of course.
Just snacking and napping. And
that's what Sundays can be for.
Yeah, for self-care.
I wish Mondays were for that, too.
Yeah, seriously, it's not enough. You know what would be another great duet the two of you could do is...
Wait, we're doing two? I haven't even done the first one.
Wait, can we tell? Can we tell what the duet is?
You could sing it, nobody would know what it was.
Oh.
Well, no. What this was born of, actually, was thinking how wonderful it would be to see you do, because you played me some of the music that you used to sing.
Yeah.
And going about the kind of... what would be really fun to see Jason do. I had to go to the opposite side of you, because you always say I would be a really good bad guy, or so I wanted to pick the most romantic, corny, sappy person for you to play in a song,
and
so I picked a Kenny Rogers song.
That's pretty great. He's very soft.
He's very soft, and I just think it would be.
I thought he was like a hard guy, didn't he? Like
just
know when to fold him and shit. Yeah.
That's a good song too. I'd like to see you do that.
I'm just saying he's not a. I thought he was.
No, but I mean, the song that I picked for us is "Islands in the Street."
Yeah, but isn't that song about fucking Dolly Parton?
Well, sure. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, I don't know if he was specific about Dolly Parton, but Dolly Parton is the one that sang it with him, and now we're going to do a video of it. Yeah, but we're going to call it "Islands in the Street."
That's not what it's called.
Spoiler alert: it might be filmed in the street.
But I do want to see you in a Kenny Rogers wig and beard.
He got a lot of plastic surgery and turned into a little bit of a lady, huh?
Did he? Did he really? I don't know. I haven't seen him lately. Can we see a picture?
He did get a little bit ladylike.
I won't ask you to be that.
It was kind of one of those things where I think it was right on the out of plastic surgery. Maybe there's a couple botchy guys.
What?
And he spent a lot of money and got like a.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? That's not all Kenny Rogers that we're seeing pictures of right now.
I like to think of chubby Kenny Rogers.
Wait a minute. Kenny Rogers?
Well, wait a minute. Andrew just put up a photo where I feel like if that's the last one where that's him, he actually. I'd take it back. I think he looks really good.
Yeah.
But I think there was a transformation in there where it wasn't working out. Andrew, can you go back up to the fat one?
Everybody there
was a botched one for a bit there where he looked terrifying.
He had too much filler in his cheeks.
Wow.
Okay.
That's Lionel Richie with him. Should we do that next?
No, wait. I made fun of him for having a botched surgery, and then he fucking got it fixed. Yeah. He looks good.
He does. He looks good. Mm-hmm. He doesn't look ladylike at all.
I think he was fat too, and you don't realize that.
He was.
I never realized that he was like a fat guy.
Oh, there is a picture of yes, that's one that we don't like pulled up when people are looking at pictures of us. But wow, yes, no, that's awfully large.
A little jowly.
That was probably when he knew when to fold them and how to hold them, because he was drinking all night. When you drink all night, then the only time you eat is right before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much like the dingo diet.
Terrible for the diet.
Right.
How to make fat 101.
Yes.
Eat and then sleep.
So what I like to eat is at 4:00 in the morning. Yes, so then go ahead.
Wait, you eat at 4 in the morning?
Yeah, I get up and I'm starving.
Right, because you just woke up.
Yeah, I woke up, but it's at 4:00 in the morning. Like, what am I doing? So if I don't eat enough before I go to bed, then I'm up and I gotta have cheese and crackers.
Wow.
That's my favorite snack. I'm white trash, Mom. Well, it's like cheese and crackers. That's all. That's all I need.
You're a different kind of person.
So
you have a lot of energy, and you're very small.
And does that not go along with cheese and crackers?
And you need it.
I need the cheese and crackers.
You're probably burning in your sleep.
What are your favorites?
Do you guys have sweaty pussies?
When?
Like all the time, because you burn a lot of calories.
I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
It's not from specifically my pussy. It's right next to it. It's like the inner leg pit. Holy sweat.
Do you have inner leg sweat?
Is that like sweaty balls?
I don't know.
That Alec Baldwin talked about on Saturday Night Live?
I'm sure I do have sweaty balls, but I
don't have a sweaty pussy. I just
it stays dry.
It does. Now that's two different things. Does one negate the other? No, I don't have a sweaty pussy, so therefore I'm dry all the time.
When you get a wet pussy, is it a sweaty pussy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm so disgusting.
Yeah, kind of.
We got phone calls. Sorry, dirty mind. Time me next time. It took me 9 minutes to go to the gutter.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think you went there when you said
You
hello.
guys should just do the show without me.
Look how happy you
Please,
got
no.
Lindsay.
I know.
Lindsay, welcome to Love and Hate. I know what I am.
Hi, Lindsay.
I just want to say I listen to all your shows and it brings my positive. It makes me positive every day. The situation I'm having is my father telling me that I'm worthless, and I don't know why I am worthless. And it's all because it's just something so small. My daughter forgot to tell me her tags were expired, and shit hit the fan, and he does this all the time. And
How old is your dad?
he's at 60, and I run his business.
But you're worthless, and you run his business.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know your dad, but I can. Yeah, but you know you're not worthless, Lindsay, and that's like your dad's old school mentality, and it's not right, but you know that he doesn't think that. Like deep down, you know he doesn't think you're worthless. He loves you. He's just an old school prick, and when you're an old school prick, you say really bad stuff to your kids to make. I don't know why or who taught them back then,
either.
but that's all I ever heard. Nobody. If somebody had said that you were. Good looking, good at something, smart. I would have thought that was a gay attempt at blowing me.
Wow.
Because I was that sheltered in. You're a fucking stupid prick. That if you were like, I love you, I'd be like, well, he's about to blow me. Because that's my only experience when someone says that.
So
you get molested.
So extreme. That's so awful.
But that's old school. But that's old school people. They say mean stuff to their kids. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know your dad, but I mean, if you're running his business. You're in his life all the time. You're helping him, and just to know how much you care about his opinion, that means there is a thing there. You know, I just think that old people say really stupid shit to their kids. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just because we don't know any better, and only lately have we started to do research on it and say, hey man, maybe beating your kids is bad. Maybe telling your kid is useless is bad. But I think 50 years ago. Fuck, 50 years ago, doctors smoked, as far as I know, I saw the TV commercial, where it's black and white, and the doctor's like, I smoke fucking Camels. I'm like, that's insane!
Yeah?
That was real.
But it was real.
Right, it could be a hoax, the world could be flat, but it looked like it was real.
No, my mom used to smoke cigarettes at the grocery store.
Lindsay?
You know, I screwed up a lot back whenever I was in my mid-20s. I had my first child at 16 and they helped me, but I took into drugs and I got help.
Yep.
But then whenever my daughter's 18 right now,
Yep.
she's about to get married, but whenever she does something wrong, I get the blame for it, and it's every time.
Lindsay, is there any way that you could get yourself out of this situation when you're hearing your father talk like that? Is there any way that you can say, you know what, this isn't the time, I don't deserve this and I can't hear it, and so instead of taking it in when he's laying all of that negativity on you, is there any way you can get yourself out so that you don't have to absorb it? It's not yours. It's his bullshit. So he threatens you. What's the job? What do you do for him?
I run his apartment company. I run 116 units.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, you could say if he says to you you're worthless, you could say you hired me to be in charge of your work. What kind of a leader would hire somebody so worthless to run his business? What does that say about you? It's just a word. It's just a word, Lindsay. Stop analyzing it. When he says worthless, say to yourself, I'm running this fucking business. He's not going to listen anyway. Do you know, say to yourself, you're doing shit. You're handling shit. People make mistakes, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Oh, I did drugs. Oh, I fucking had kids early. Do not bash yourself, Lindsay. You're not on the phone saying, fuck the world, I'm trying to set everything on fire. You're trying. That's all you can ask. Fuck them.
The past doesn't exist. Move on. Tell
There
them
you
to
go.
move on. Move on, Lindsay. But move on yourself first. Don't take on this abuse.
You gotta
Move on and make him do it.
Yeah, you'll be alright. Just be a little bit stronger with it, and just ignore the negative guy, because you gotta worry about your daughter.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're not
Hang in
worthless,
there,
Lindsay.
Hang in there, man.
So sad. Isn't it so sad how parents believe that they have the right to teach their children such negativity and awfulness and shame, and that's what they put in their life? I don't get it. I know that's where we came from, part of what we're talking about by being here, but it's like, I can't believe that people shit on their children.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up.
Why? Why not just compliment? Why is it so difficult for people to say nice things to other people? What is the problem?
Well, some people smell and they have big noses. They speak different languages. Don't
Well,
get
if
me
they
started on
smell-
that. That makes
if
me
they
very
smell,
angry.
then you should say something bad to them.
They make me very angry.
God,
Strange
you
people that I
stink.
don't understand make me very angry. I'll tell you that. Weird clothes.
Body odor deserves
Yeah.
an insult. Let me just say that. Body odor, too hairy. You know what? Some things just deserve to be called out.
You know what, though?
You can't. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Not to somebody you don't know. You cannot.
No, not to someone. I'm teasing,
Oh, okay.
obviously. I'm not
Okay.
like walking down the street and calling out like, you stink.
Okay, just making sure.
I've done that before.
I know, and you can't. It's very rude. You're very angry.
I know. You know what? If it's so bad that I start going and choking, I'm gonna go damn or something.
Dang, get
Very-
some
Very
deodorant.
inappropriate. Some people have a smell that they can't get rid of.
Like bad breath. You know,
I
the,
don't
you
know.
the
I
bad
don't know.
breath
I'm just
people?
trying to be. I'm trying to be.
I know.
I know.
But do you know the bad breath people?
Yeah.
They get really and they always stand too close. Have you noticed that? The ones that have this, that for some reason they don't know that they have the bad breath.
Yeah.
What is that?
I've told a friend one time. I told a friend while I was interviewing him, and he was an old friend of mine, and we were young, and I just said it because I was like, "Holy shit, Omar, that's disgusting." And a couple people looked at me like, "Dude, really?" And I didn't I was like, I just thought he was having a bad day.
See?
I didn't know it was all the time.
Right.
And I still
Like
don't-
chronic.
I just don't know if you have that halitosis thing. I don't know if you can you get a doctor to make it go away, or is it?
Yes.
can?
Then why don't people do it?
Well, then that's and he had the hottest girlfriends for years. And I remember thinking, maybe he doesn't make out with them.
I don't get it.
I'm paranoid constantly about, because I'm really sensitive to smell. And I'm like, if my breath ever smells bad, I would want someone to tell me. And I try to make, there's things you can do.
Yeah, totally.
Brush your teeth, brush your tongue, eat some gum. There's little toothpicks that
Anything!
have tea tree oil on them. Like, there's drops you can take.
Wait, but
that
does that-
stay in your stomach?
Hello,
and make your breath
Altoids.
smell good.
Is it? Are you sure that all works?
Yeah.
Well, it works better than not doing anything.
Okay, but I feel like you're getting pretty aggressive about my stinky breath right now.
No.
I'm
know
just
what's
saying,
funny?
if
You know
I
what
did,
you
I'd
think-
feel pretty hot hitting about it right now. and it's getting pretty angry about it.
Do you know why I think? And this goes back to parents' insults. I remember one time, and my mom never spoke nicely to me ever about anything. But one of the things that went in, I think because I was a little girl and I was, whatever, everything was so bad in my life. Like why she had to dump this on me. One morning I got up before church and I came downstairs and she said, "Oh my, your breath smells." And it was the most, I was 6 years old. It's never left me. I think that's why I'm so friggin' angry about it, because it's so mean to tell your little girl. Like it made me so paranoid. And if you come into my bathroom, which I will never invite you, but if you do, I literally on my sink have 2 cups of toothbrushes and 2 things of toothpaste always there. And now I'm realizing why. I never knew until the bad breath
Do
conversation.
you ever put both toothbrushes in your mouth at the same time?
You know what? I haven't done that.
I would love
Should
to
I
see
try?
it. I would love to see it.
I've
Twice
used
as clean.
them, What?
Twice as clean.
Twice as fast.
Do you put 2 into your mouth? That would
I
be.
put as many things in my mouth as I can at all times. Except for right now because I got to talk. But yeah, I'm like super shoving shit in my face.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
What?
Just one.
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one brush. I do love brushing my teeth in the shower though, because you feel like you can be an animal with it.
I do.
Your
I love it
mouth really
too.
wide,
Yeah,
and
I
the
have a couple of
toothpaste
toothbrushes
runs
in
down
the
your
shower
face.
as well. Yeah, I love it. And you're like, yeah, it's all over my body. And it's like, whoa, I have suds all over me. But it's toothpaste and it tingles.
It does.
I think I had a thing about dirt. Like, I think I had a thing about cleanliness because I realize now the only story my mother ever told about me. I'm really glad Lindsay called in with this horridness because my mom made me feel like shit. My mother's only story that she ever told about me that was anything positive to any stranger that I ever heard, and she would say, oh, Ann, she used to clean the toilets in restaurants just as well as she cleans them at home, so that other strangers could have an experience of being in a clean atmosphere. That was her compliment about me. That was the best I could do. I could clean well.
I mean, but that's also a very thoughtful gesture. You're doing something nice.
That's the best thing about me, that I clean a fucking toilet well.
I'm trying to
a scrub brush. I'm seeing something about my life, like things with the handles and brushes at the end, like I've become attracted to somehow. I think I can dump that shit. Yeah. I think I can put that in my past.
Get dirty, Ann.
Thank you.
I'd be pumped if somebody complimented me on how I clean a toilet. Right? 'Cause I just know it would be a bad job.
It's a bad job, but that was the other thing about me. No matter what job I was given, I always tried to do it really well.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking stupid?
No,
seeking approval.
Makes me want to have sex with you again.
Really? Talking about toilets? What?
No, not about toilets.
I'm
about you.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I would complete the task. Yeah.
See, I know.
I would do it really well. Yeah. I would do it really well.
I was over it, but now I'm back in it.
You were out?
I was out.
You were out for a while with the cleaning of the toilet.
Best of luck with your vagina, Ann.
And now that you know how clean I am, you want to get back in there.
Yeah, she's going to be clean and she has to get the job done. Like, it won't take long.
It won't take long.
I got a new thing now. I can't not come fast.
What do you mean? That's a new thing?
Something happened to me the last couple of weeks. I blame that dab thing. That dab just altered everything on my body.
What's dab?
Those really strong weed things. I stopped doing it all, and I think when you stop doing weed, it makes me lose control of how to regulate that.
Oh, so you're not as zoned out. You're more present and therefore ready to blow.
I don't know what happened, but it's not fun. I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Why isn't it fun? What do you mean?
Because I used to pride myself on being good at that. You know what I mean? There's one of the things
Holding back?
No, just make, like if I had sex with people, I put it down, make everybody come a lot. And then they're like, wow, whether you hate me or you love me, you're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah.
You did it well.
I always do that well. Not anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, not anymore.
So what's going to happen? You're going to
my ego's
getting having less sex.
And if it happens again, I'm going to probably start to do something about it.
No, really? Are we starting to talk about erection pills right now?
No, I have an erection. I just come too fast.
So what do you do? What do you do about? What do you mean? What you can do about it? What do you?
Well, I'll do the where you practice it.
What?
You practice jerk off almost come but don't come.
And you're going to make a practice of it?
I'm going to edge myself.
I love when you have the vocabulary for this kind of thing. Tell me what edging yourself is now.
Go ahead.
Edging is when you stimulate yourself sexually to the point to where you're about to climax, but then you don't let yourself climax.
That sounds horrible.
Right? I think it sounds kind of torturous, but I guess it can be pleasurable if you extend it, etc., etc.
Girls do not have this problem. Like, oh my god, I'm going to come too fast. Wait, I'll stop. Girls do not. No.
I know.
We don't.
I'm like, yeah, I just came.
Yeah,
I like her voice afterwards. Yeah, I just came.
That's how she says it every time.
Yeah.
Totally
so gross.
You did it, yeah.
I turned into I'm sweating.
When we're talking about sweating again, it is a hot day today here in LA because I become up. What are you doing? Jason just got up. Usually I'm the one getting up.
Yeah, he might be going
Is he going up?
No.
Wait, are you see? He's going to take care of Katie by turning on some air conditioning.
I mean, nothing can help me. I've been sweating. I tried.
Well, how about not wearing the sweater that you're wearing?
I could blame the sweater, but I'm just I sweat all the time. That's what it is.
Huh?
I blame the steroids.
Sure. Yes. Well, it's the steroids, meaning the ones that you're taking because you've had terrible asthma.
Yeah.
If you take, let me ask you this: the steroids, that you take, if you lift weights, will you get jacked?
I don't think so.
Oh. Why do they call it steroids?
What do you mean? You got to get a little. That's why you're sweating. If you're taking steroids, you're sweating, right?
Yeah. Steroid nasal.
Yeah, so, but if it's a steroid nasal spray, doesn't it go into your blood system?
Yes, that's what
you're on fucking steroids.
Addicted.
You can't fight in the UFC right now.
Man, it did work
that's
out
interesting.
Yesterday.
And how did it feel?
For the first time in months.
You felt powerful, didn't you? You're on steroids.
I was impressed.
Everybody's on
impressed
steroids.
because I thought I was gonna be in like hell, and it did suck, and I was like straining more than I usually would.
Notice you keep saying "her" a lot today too.
I know, her.
You're on steroids. You're gonna send up fucking
You
me
came too
tonight.
quickly last night because she's like,
It was this morning.
you came too quickly this morning.
I'm ashamed. Yeah, it was all bad. Everything I do is bad right now. Yeah.
Would you say that you guys have sex every day?
No,
No.
not lately.
Well, that's because you've had food poisoning and you come too fast. No?
I'd say we'd have sex every day if there's time. And there's like, and your vagina works and my dick works.
If it works.
What?
Is there ever a moment when a vagina doesn't work? Like it's a whole, like what would make that happen where your vagina wouldn't work?
He's not a fan of periods.
Well, yes. I mean,
It's not entirely. They're fucking
Who's a fan of a
complex.
period?
They're so complex. They're not normal. It's like, yeah, I'm a fan of fucking on a period, but then there's like, there's different days, different kinds of period. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of all those kinds of periods.
I don't want to be a part of any of those kinds of periods either, and I have one. I'm a woman.
Okay,
But I don't
okay.
know. I can totally understand not wanting. Like, I don't want to have I've never really wanted that. I don't find it extra sexy.
I do.
You find it?
I like blood. I like when it's a lot of blood.
Okay.
When it's down to
Wow.
like a little bit and it's like the end, it gets gross and I don't want to be a part of it.
Wait, what's grosser about less blood, though?
When it's old.
Oh, what? Oh my God, what?
You know what I mean? The end of your period. No one wants to hear
This
about
is the life.
No.
Well, I do. I have to.
Okay.
I asked the question.
The end of the very end of a period, it's like older blood because it's been coming out and it's not bright red anymore and I think it's gross.
The bright red is more appealing.
Yes.
Do you do it in the shower? Should I stop asking these questions?
No, she hates doing it.
we talk about everything nobody wants to talk about.
Sex I find to be really difficult because I think it's because I'm short and then everything's slippery. So I'm trying to like get myself into a position and like align my genitals with my partner who's obviously always taller than me. And it's slippery, it's hard, and then I'm holding myself in such a way that it's like, how am I gonna come because I'm doing so much work and concentration, and then I'd just rather fuck somewhere else.
So much effort. Yeah. Okay.
That's too much.
That's a lot of effort.
You see what I'm dealing with?
I'm not sure if we need to have more period talk on the show, but if anybody wants to talk about their period, they can call in and talk about it.
Nobody's gonna.
I think that.
Oh,
we
you know
only
what?
had-
I would do a period hour.
Yes, call in.
We need more female listeners before
Nobody's-
we do a period hour. But we could do. Nobody's listening. Nobody's ever listening. Nobody's ever listening.
And some people do enjoy period sex, though.
Oh my God!
Yeah, see what I'm living with?
Yeah.
It's nice.
All the time. And if I don't do it, I'm
nice.
bad. And now I'm coming early, so now I'm just a fucker.
Do you guys ever fight?
Yeah, we fought this weekend.
What did you fight about?
What was it about?
The transgender lady.
No.
What do you mean, no? That's exactly what we fought
No.
about.
Oh, it was a different one.
I want to know what you fight about because I also want to know because Andrew was so great and sent us some great topics. Thank you, Andrew. Because I want to talk about I do want to talk about jealousy. Do you guys ever get jealous? And if you don't, what do you fight about? And what makes you jealous?
You go, Jason. Do you ever get jealous?
No.
I don't really.
No,
I don't really
why
do
not?
anything to make you jealous, do I?
Do you think it's
So-
because you guys are open, or what makes it? Because you guys
If I- if
obviously have a
she's-
very open relationship.
Not really.
We do.
What? There are two different answers. You don't really have an open relationship?
I mean, we do, but it's not as open as you make it out to be. And it's not that open if Katie doesn't want to fuck a bunch of dudes. It's kind of like I should just not do it either. Kyle, welcome to the show.
Ah, hi, Kyle.
So I should fuck a bunch of dudes.
Please add.
Just pretend you're on your period, Kyle.
Yes.
Mm. Wait. Let me get this straight. Your father-in-law is asking for money, and he's getting it off your wife, and it's both your money, and she just keeps giving it to him, and you think that he's gambling it.
The last time we gave him money, it got to the point where she took cash advance from her credit card to give to him.
Oh.
And we ran into him coming out of the casino. This was a while ago. Now, he's without a job. I'm fine if he wants to move in with us. I mean, he's a great guy. He's got a bit of a problem. But we're just trying to figure out, I guess, what's right. Just yelling at each other about it, not letting it strain our relationship, being tough on that.
Well, it just sounds like if you're financially, I mean, if you're giving somebody money that you can't afford to give, that's when it's gone too far.
All right, so
You know what I mean?
as long as it's discretionary money, you just give it and don't worry about
No, look, I think he should. If he's a gambler and he doesn't want to get help, then that's another story, man. If he's really gambling the money that your wife's giving him, then yeah, he needs help. But I just like if you don't have the money and then your wife is giving him money and you're gonna like go into debt, that would be crazy. But if you can afford it, I would instead of giving him the money directly, I'd be like giving the money to go to the rehab place. I'm not aware. I don't know much about gambling rehab. Sorry.
I don't either. I just wonder if you guys are having so much of this conflict,
Gamblers
and
Anonymous
you don't
is-
want to because you sound like such a compassionate guy. Why don't you and your wife make an agreement of what the amount of money is going to be? You can't tell anybody how to spend their money. If he's a gambler, he's going to gamble it whether he says he's going to or not. So why don't you agree on an amount of money that makes sense for you so that you guys don't have to fight about it and also don't have to have ownership over what he does with it, since obviously he isn't going to do what you say. But make an agreement so that you don't fight, and then let him do whatever he wants with the money if you have it, and stop fighting with your wife and be the kind, loving guy that you are.
last time we made an agreement and then saw the credit card bill. The problem really, I guess, is she wants her dad. He knows how to push those buttons. You know, I'm out of money. I don't have any options.
Man.
I don't know what I'm going to do about. And last time we set a number and she went above and beyond that pretty significantly for us back then.
It's a really tough dynamic where your father is asking you for money all the time. That's really
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
It's gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
weird for her to deal with that. It kind of seems to me like she kind of likes it in a weird way, because she's gonna keep. I think it makes her feel like she's taking care of him now.
Listen, my dad used to ask me for money all the time. He was poor. He didn't have it. And there is
You give it to him?
Of course.
Right.
But
There you go.
it's there's so much connected with a father and a daughter, but the real thing is you're so disappointed and upset that he's not taking care of you.
Oh
Right?
shit.
And so, and you can't say that. So your connection to that is, well, if I give them, at least I'm connected. I'm showing him that I care. I'm taking care of him the way that I would like to be taken care of. I'd love if my dad ever gave me a penny, but he was, he was a gambler. He had a double life. He would throw away money or give it for drugs or go and, anything that served his life. And I still would give it to him, of course. And I was 11, 12, But it's because she wants it from him, and that's a dynamic that is probably never going to be healed until the guy does get truthful with himself. But she can't go behind your back if you've made an agreement.
Right.
She's going to keep the healthy relationship with you going. You can have some compassion, understand. She just really wants to be taken care of by her dad, and he probably never did it. I don't know this relationship, but he probably has never taken care of her the way that she would have liked.
That's great advice, Ann.
I think for me, because I just don't know, do I mostly worry about her and I, maybe we go to couples counseling, we talk it through. I know him well. I mean, I've known him for 16 years now. Do I talk to him?
Yes.
Yes, why not?
Yes,
why
it's not
don't
over.
the three of you talk?
You're giving him money. There's no boundaries anymore. You can
That's
just say,
right.
you can say what you think your wife is going through here.
Yes.
And maybe, instead of asking for money all the time, maybe you should get help with the gambling thing, because we want to support you, but we don't want to support your addiction.
Right, and bringing it out in the open is the thing that makes it. Then you'll have you'll have an opportunity to say the dad like. We care, we want to help, and maybe bringing it out in the open will allow him to start taking some responsibility. That would be the best outcome.
Yep.
Of course
she doesn't. And just explained why she doesn't.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Do you want to tell your dad that you're sick of taking care of him?
Yeah.
I don't want. Nobody wants to say that.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Nothing can be done right now in this relationship behind anybody's back.
Right,
The person doing shit behind somebody's back is the dad who takes the money and then asks the daughter behind your back. Well, all that behind the back shit has to end. Say to your daughter, say to your wife, I'd like to have a conversation. I think it's the best way we can do it to help your dad and us. Let's all be on the same page.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harmful. Let's have some ground rules. If anybody starts getting upset, we take a break. But let's address this as a family because you, dude, are caring about your family and caring about your wife and caring about your father-in-law in such a great way. Be the guide for them to come to terms with their relationship and help heal it. Right on, man. Good for you.
Doug Benson, you know who he is, right?
No.
Yeah, you do. You were on his show and you got into an argument with him because you didn't understand him. But he saw me post that we were on a show together, which made him trigger. And I think it was when you kind of pulled your top up too, which made him go, "Hey, man, have you seen Anne in this one movie?" And I was like, "Nah, but I'll check it out right now." And I just
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, and I just watched Cedar Rapids right when he told me to check it out.
Because I get naked in it?
Because of he was like, is she still as hot as that? And I was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know how Doug came into this conversation, but I love when you say that I'm hot. It just makes me happy. I know it's really superficial and everything else, but I like it. And wore a bra for you today for that purpose. See, and so it's kind of become a thing. And I think now that Doug's saying I'm hot, I'm into it. Now, Cedar Rapids, we're getting closer to the age that I am now because last week it was 6 days, 7 nights. I'm just really happy I'm making you guys happy.
There you go. 855 Ellis 41 if you want to call Love and Hate.
I was gingham last week, but I'm Paisley this week.
As she hides it. Oh, wow.
Wow, dang, just straight up.
Yeah, Paisley for anybody who's listening.
John, if you're on my YouTube channel, you just saw a celebrity's bra.
There you go. Soon. Soon on eBay.
John.
Celebrity.
John, you've called the show. Please say something. When you say you're doing your thing, are you fucking her or you're licking her?
Okay.
Okay.
It's foreplay time.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, look, wow, couple of days. Okay, that was the only mistake there was because this can happen. People can look. Something happened. This happened to me this morning.
No.
Yes, dude. Like, get ready for this, dude. Like, I'm thinking to myself because I already had a premature ejaculation the day before, and I'm like, dude, don't do this today. And I know that I'm worse in the morning than I am at night. So she bends her. And first of all, she demands that I lick her while she's plucking her eyebrows.
Yes.
Because she didn't like the way that I said, like, can I get in there this morning or something. She was like, oh yeah, it's just like that.
Oh, you were like, I was planning on fucking you.
I didn't say that.
And you can blow me.
I don't sound like Andrew when I'm trying to hit on you. She made me go down there. Then I pushed her into the bedroom, bent her over the bed, and I'm giving it to her. And I can tell she's already gonna. Her hand is already demanding that my hand get down near there, and I know what I'm doing. So I'm like, God, really? Were you about to tell me I know where to put my fucking hand. So then I'm banging her, and I'm only giving her half shaft. And then, because for two reasons. One, I don't know if she can take the whole thing right now, and the other is if I go too far, I might come too quick. So I'm like, I'm worried about it. I'm already out of the game. I can tell. So I'm starting to fuck her, and then she's about to come, and then when she was about to come, I moved my hand off the vagina, and I accidentally it went in the hallway one time.
Me in the cervix.
And it hit her, and she fucking turned around and was like, "What the fuck?" And was pissed at me, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean." You know what I mean? Like,
I was just about to come, and it was just like a. Bah! I mean, not intentional on your part, I know, but certain angles, it's like it's.
So she looks back angry at me, and I think to myself, "Look, I didn't mean it. And now you're angry at me. Quite frankly, you're a little bit demanding. I don't even know if I want to continue doing this." Then she turns back over, and because I'm the horn dog I am, I'm like, "Man, that looks really good." So I'll keep going. I'm like, "Let's just try to get back into this," and then I'm like, "Just come on, work it." And then I go, "Man, I'm gonna come." After all this, now premature Alice is stepping into the... And I'm like, man, I don't need this in my life. And then as I'm coming, I see her hand go, "Oh, he's coming." I see her make a hand gesture as, "Oh, great."
Oh, no.
And I'm like, all I can do is, I'm coming. So I just laughed. I was like, she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I saw that fucking hand gesture." So I'm thinking to myself... I didn't mean to come. I'm a premature ejaculator. No one's gonna want to sleep with me anymore. And you don't really like me. And fuck you. Fuck. I don't want to go to work. That's what I did.
That's what I came into.
That's what I did this morning.
I had no idea. I was like, whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I can tell she's like, whatever. But I'm like, man, I pride myself on that. And I'm terrible. And I made her angry. Like,
it's a tender male ego.
But you've gotta talk about it. If you leave it for 2 days, that's insane. Like, I can get back with Katie and patch this up if I do it today. If I waited 48 hours, it would probably take me a week to get it to go.
Yeah.
Well, that was part of the... It was kind of like, I didn't go down her, and then she started to pluck her eyebrows. She was plucking her eyebrows and said, "Get down there," and that was kind of horny.
Yeah.
And I knew... No, I'm backing you. I'm backing you for stopping. I'm backing.
Yeah, I back that too.
Yeah, but I would say the next day, hey, I know we've seen each other for a long time, but if I'm about to have sex with you, you like biting your nails is the biggest cringe I've ever. Like, babe, you cannot do that to me again. You know?
Yeah.
Right, which means. Great.
So get on roids. That's what he's trying to say.
Thanks, dude.
No,
Steroids is the answer.
There's your answer. You were looking for it.
I mean, the biting the nails thing, I get where he got bummed because it's like he's doing.
That's crazy.
That's so.
It's like you may as well be on the phone. That's so fucked up.
Totally, it's such a checkout. Like
it is. It's like the cartoon filing the nails.
Yes.
Over exaggerated. Like be in the moment, but at the same time, I was gonna say. Communication.
Yeah.
Always fucking communication.
Yeah.
If he could have just been like, "Hey babe, are you not really feeling it or whatever? Or is there something I can do differently?" Like, talk to her to try to get her back in. His ego got bruised.
Sure.
Which is understandable.
Sure.
But the ego got bruised, he's hurt, he leaves, now they're both mad at each other because you didn't communicate.
Right.
Like,
and
just, talk to each other. And it's cool if she's not feeling it, like, respect that too, but like fucking talk.
Totally, they've been together for 30 years. Like, listen, also sometimes you're bored. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, and can we bring in a sense of humor? If you've been fucking the same guy for 30 years, I have to say, sometimes you might want to bite your nails, but you know what? Then go, I'm so wanting to bite my nail. Take the responsibility for like, dude, we gotta like, I'm starting to bite my nails here. I'm sorry. And it's most likely not even about the sex. It's probably that she's got something else on her mind that she's not dealing with. She's not able to be present for sex.
Right.
Maybe
something else has happened. Maybe
Justin, welcome to Love and Hate. Hey, yeah, I know you, the beard guy. Yeah. I'm barely on Snapchat anymore. I fucking put titties on there the other day, and somebody like, I'm like, man.
What happened?
I flagged it and it got deleted.
Yeah, like people just kicking each other in the fucking head on there all day, but you can't put a boob on there.
That's so ridiculous.
Such a weird.
It's like network television.
So dumb.
They can kill and maim and blood and guts and everything else, but no boobs.
Yeah, ooh, a titty.
Not something pretty.
Anyway, Justin, what's up, man?
Thank you. That was a long time ago. What do you mean you were never really into me? That was one of my biggest movies. Like, that was one of the first movies I did. Oh. Uh-huh. You were into skinny bitches.
Don't forget, she's got to get that job done. Done right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, different strokes for different folks.
Truly.
Let me just say that for starters. But you having a healthy sexual appetite, there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with them not. You know, everybody has their what works for them. But because you're doing it a lot, it's not getting in the way of you like doing your job or having relationships with people, is it? Right.
Show your cock.
Well, it's not like you're fucking the tailpipe, right?
Yeah, when you're having beers around your friends, do you pull your dick off? You like pull your dick out and jerk off around your friends? Yeah, relax. You're all right. Yeah, you're just in the butt. You're just in your truck too much by yourself, so you talk about dicks a lot when you get out. Man, that titty is almost out, Ann. Yeah. No, you should get on my YouTube channel because there's fucking titties. A wet nurse?
Yeah, the nurse for the babies. Oh. Just titty hopping.
Hey. That's real. That's real. That's the realest shit I've ever heard, man. Congratulations, man! I gotta get a wet nurse. How much does it cost to get a wet nurse now?
That'll help.
For an adult?
Yeah.
I think it's a whole different website.
I feel like I know people that would help.
I think you should try that before steroids.
I bet you I could pay Riley to be my wet nurse.
Yeah, but she'd have to be like lactating.
Well, I don't want any fucking milk. I just want to
That's
suck
what
it.
a wet nurse is!
Yeah, but not if I hire a wet nurse to just let me suck on her titty to make me feel comfortable at night.
Okay, like if you had Jenna.
Yes.
She's the ultimate booby to suck on, I would think. Jenna Valentine, if you are not familiar.
What, Jenna just comes over to your house at night, like hangs her titty over your
Biggest
mouth, and
tits
then you go to.
I've ever seen.
go
Smallest
suck the
vagina I've
sweet.
ever seen.
Yeah, she just
Crazy.
She has the greatest titties ever. They're so cool.
I think there's a new business that we could start.
There is a cuddling business.
Oh, I
You can
know,
pay
but
someone to cuddle
that's
you.
so absurd. Like I can't even. But it's hard enough for me to have have a massage when a stranger's like rubbing my body. Like, oh yeah, I'm so desperate. I'm gonna call somebody and come and
People want
cuddle
to
with
touch
me.
you.
Oh my god! I know, I
different.
understand. But a stranger. Oh, I mean, wow.
I would
wow,
take a
wow.
cuddle, but better end up fucking.
Yeah,
That's
see,
different.
See, because your thing is you have a hard time separating non-sexual intimacy from just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I do?
Non-sexual intimacy.
Non-sexual intimacy is more difficult for you. You have to turn it sexual. Vulnerability and intimacy, it feels like petting. it doesn't get the job done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You're like, yeah, just stop touching me. Like, what? Do you want to fuck or not?
Yeah.
But non-sexual intimacy is very important.
And what do you feel about non-sexual intimacy? Is it important to you? And does he deliver it?
Well, here we go.
Oh yeah, getting in there.
I mean, I could always use more cuddling and.
Really?
I'm trying. She's hot, man. I give her like, hey, I really like it, and then I'm like, man, you're hot.
I know. Okay, so yes, and so then you can make love and everything else, but then can you cuddle after? Like, can you cuddle a couple of hours later and
Totally.
be like, yeah, you don't cuddle very much, do you, Jason?
Owen, welcome to the show.
Oh,
He's so cuddly.
it seems so.
You just called me fat.
I didn't.
I'm a premature ejaculator, and I'm fat.
I didn't. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy on Faction
We got to
Talk.
move to San Diego.
Stay sexy, San Diego.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got it.
Wait, are we in San Diego?
No, but we
Yes.
would be- I think we'd all be much more relaxed if we were.
We have to go.
Truly, what? Hi. What do I need to do?
Aww.
First of all, it's not Celestine.
I know.
That's the Celestine Prophecy is a different movie, and I would have preferred to be in that than in my life. But because I wasn't, I was in my life, and no, I wouldn't have changed anything for the world. 'Cause
Celestia,
otherwise
you
I wouldn't
idiot.
have survived.
Celestia, right?
Celestia,
Enjoy the show.
are you offering to fly me in?
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.